Good morning, everybody. How are you all? I hope you all are doing good. Welcome to our social studies class. So, today in our class, we are going to learn our new lesson. What is that? Our home. So, where do we all live in? We live in a house. What is a house? Why do we live in a house? What does it give us? How does it keep us? We stay protected in a house. We live in a house as we can protect ourselves from heat, cold, rainfall, animals and thieves. Where animals? Why do we protect ourselves from animals? You might have been thinking, am I right? Why do we stay in house to protect from animals? Because we see a very dangerous animals on a street, like a snake, which is very poisonous. If we bite us, we may die. And even a dog, a stray dog, you can see where it bites, where it barks. The sound made by a dog is called a bark. So where it barks and runs towards that and then the bite. So dog bite is also dangerous for human beings. So to protect from such type of animals, to stay safe, what do we use? We use a house to live in. So whom do we live in with in a house? We live with our family, like parents, grandparents, or aunts, uncles, sisters, siblings, whoever it may be. It may be a very big family, it may be a joint family or a small family. Am I right? So we live with our family together in a house. So how can we make a house a home? We can make a house a home by living in happily together, helping each other, helping in the house chores, and also helping each other by doing all the work that they need, and also keeping our house neat and clean. Whose responsibility it is to maintain our house neat? It is our responsible. The people who are staying in the house, the human beings are responsible to keep our house neat and clean. You must always dust your house, floor your house, sweep your house, mop your floors, and then keep it neat and clean. We can stay healthy if we keep our house neat. So here our topic is our home. So our home is the place where we live in with our family. So what is the difference between house and a home? As I have told you, house, home. What is a house? House is a physical structure. What's it? Physical structure. We have all learned this word earlier in the last lesson, in the previous lesson. What is that? We all have a physical structure. We all human beings have a physical structure. What is it? You can see with your naked eyes. You have a structure of something that is called our body. In the same way, when you see a house, it has a physical structure. It has some body that is made by a bricks, cement, rod, wood, mud, grass, straw. These are all the materials used to build a house. So that is called as a house. And how can you make a house a home? When you live in together with your family. Live in with a family where you stay happy together. So how can you stay happy? If you have a spacious home, not the spacious one is not important. The most important one is helping each other, caring each other, knowing each other, loving everyone is important to live a happy home, to make our house a happy home. So here in our lesson it is given that our home. So where do we live in? We all live in our home happily in a structure where we built our house. So how the houses are built? What are the different types of houses? We are going to learn in our today's class. So we all human beings live in a house, where house keeps us safe. We get protection from the house. From whom do we get protection? We are safe from heat, cold, rainfall, animals and thieves. So, how do we feel when we stay in our home? We feel safe when we stay in our home. Why do we feel safe? We feel safe because it has protection with all the doors, windows and a rooftop. Where it is on the top of a building is called as a rooftop. So, these all protection we have, where we can lock our doors so that nobody can get into our house like the strangers. Nobody is not our guest or relatives. It is someone, the stranger. We cannot get him inside until we open a door and welcome someone. Nobody can step into our house. And also the animals which are harmful and some birds which are harmful. So many of the natural things which are in our natures cannot let in easily until we open a door or a window to come inside. Next, houses are different from one another. So when you go on a street, when you have a walk on a street, or when you travel to different places, how are the houses, sir? You look the same house all together? No, we construct different houses. When you look at each of the house, they are different from one another. Why are they different? How are they different? First we will discuss how are they different. Some houses are big, some houses are small, and also some houses are built using mud, using grass, using straw. What is the straw, sir? Straw is a material which we get from a paddy, which a field, which is a byproduct of a crop. So what is a byproduct? When you cut a field, after the paddy is grown, you collect all the grass and then you release the paddy and make it into rice. So what do you have left over? The byproduct of the field, that is grass. So where it is drying, it is turned into a straw. That material which is yellow in color or orange in color, that is called as straw. So that material is also used for building a house. Then we also see some of the houses built using brick, cement, wood, iron. Am I right? So you see different types of houses around you. So in villages, mostly in villages, what do you see, sir? In village, we see the hut or the tents. Am I right? The houses constructed using mud or the grass or this bamboo, straw. These are all the things we see in a village. So the houses which are constructed using mud, grass, bamboo, straw, they are all called as kacha house. What's it? Kacha house. So this word kacha, you might have learned even in Hindi class. Am I right? What is a kacha, sir? Now for example, if you take a mango, mango has two colors, which is green in color and also the yellow one. Which do you like the most? You like yellow in color. Why do you like it, yellow color one? Because it is sweet in taste. We can have it. And this kacha, some of them also like the kacha mango, which is sour in taste, which is green in color, where we use it for making a pickle. Am I right? So why is it called a kacha in Hindi? Because it is not ripened. It is still the older one, which gives a sour taste. That is called as kacha. So that is referred to here as kacha house, which is not that strong, which is used using mud, bamboo and grass. So kacha is also referred to as wet. So when rain fall, what happens, sir? the land becomes wet. Am I right? So mud mixes up with water, bamboo mixes up with water, and then the straw which is used to build a kacha house, also where a straw is also used. So the straw which is used to build a kacha house, that also stays wet when rain falls. So it always remains kacha, where it is not that strong. So that is why this is called as kacha house. And you see in the cities, where you go in the cities, how are the buildings constructed, sir? How do you see the building? Do you see the small buildings or a one-floored building? Most, or the big building with a multi-stored one like apartments, flats. So you might also have friends from a city. What do they say? Where do you live? When we ask, they say, I live in an apartment, I have a flat, my flat number is so and so, 103, 204, like that. Yes, am I right? So that is called as the flat, apartment. So in most of the cities you see apartments, bungalows. So what are the apartments, sir? Apartment is a building which is constructed one upon other, which has many roofs, multi-storied building. The building is storied 1, 2, 3, where it goes up to 8 or a 12, like that. That is called as multi-storied building. So flats are the same like apartments. So in apartment you see many houses are constructed. These many houses are called as flats. Each house has a flat. Each house has different number. So apartments are constructed using what? Using brick, cement, iron, wood, so and many more. These are all the materials which are used in constructing apartment or flats or the bungalow. You see houses with the duplex houses also, where the stairs, when you climb onto the stairs, you use stairs to climb onto the next floor. So the stairs are constructed inside the house. In some houses, you see the stairs which are constructed inside the house. When you see in some of the movies or the TVs, the dramas where you see, so you see the houses which have the stairs inside their houses. So such type of houses are called as duplex houses, which are very big. So they are also constructed using bricks and cement. So they are called as, these one are called as pakka house. Why is it called a pakka house? Pakka house, because it is called as a pakka house as it stays very strong. It is used using brick, cement, iron, wood. They are strong materials. So it cannot get wet easily. It cannot destroy easily. Many years, for very long time, for even the 25 years, 30 years, when you using a correct material, correct amount of material, if you use to build a house using these materials called brick, cement, iron and wood, then the house stays very strong even for a strong wind or a heavy rainfall or even a typhoon. So this is made very strong when compared to a kacha house. So these are called as pakka house, which are good. So here in your textbook you have an image of a kacha house and a pakka house, where you see kacha house are built using mud, and only it has one entrance, no door, and you see a top of a kacha house where it is built using a straw. And then a pakka house, what do you observe here, the difference between them, sir? Here it is designed so beautifully with all the roof, windows, doors and lighting and veranda where we use rods and everything. So this is a strong house when compared to a kacha house. Houses made of bricks and cement are stronger than mud houses. So if we use brick and cement instead of mud, which are stronger one? The brick one or the cement one which we construct using this material are the strong one when compared to a mud house. There are different kinds of pakka houses. So when you see a pakka house, there are different types of pakka houses where we construct different types of houses with our style, with our own uniqueness, where you can see a multi-storied one or a single-storied flat or a duplex house or a houses with beautiful color or a very small house using brick and cement, only a single room or a very big room. So there are many different types of houses. Let us learn about them. Ria lives in a bungalow. So here, who lives in a bungalow? Ria is the name of a girl given here. Ria lives in a bungalow. So, bungalow is a place where you have many rooms and a single flat with a big lawn area, a veranda, open area, and also many rooms inside and a big house. So here in a bungalow, only one family can live in a bungalow. So a bungalow is a place where only one family can live with many rooms. If we have kitchen, we may have kitchen, bedroom, drawing room, etc. All the rooms are there, and then we also have a open area called as lawn or the veranda. And in cities there are tall buildings called multi-storied buildings. So as we have discussed earlier, so in cities we have buildings called as multi-storied building. Multi-storied. What is the word multi-storied called? Multi-storied is we have many floors one upon another. We cannot have count on it. More than a one floor building is called as multi-storied building, as they have many. Multi means many. So multi-storied building up one upon another. So which is the tallest building in the world? You might have learned earlier, that is Burj Khalifa. Where is it? It is in Dubai. It is also a multi-storied building. So each building has many houses in it. So when you see a multi-storied building, each floor has many houses in it. So that is called as apartment. So each room, each house in that is called as a flat. So who lives in flats here? As we have learnt, Ria lives in bungalow. Then who lives in flat? Her friend, Ria's friend Sachin lives in a flat with his family. So in bungalow we can live in with a very big family or a joint family. Whereas in a flat is designed with a bedroom. It may be of single bedroom, a double bedroom, a triple bedroom or 4 bedroom flats as your wish. So here Sachin lives with his family. So you can live in flat whether with a single family, a small family, a big family or a joint family. Depend upon the size of a flat, how many rooms you have. So that many members can live in a flat easily. So here you have the pictures of a bungalow and a multi-storied building. Not only this, you also have different types of houses where you see when going to a northern area of India which is covered with fully snow throughout the year. Then houses are made by snow. So the house which is made by snow is called as igloo. What? The house which is constructed using snow is called as igloo. And then you also have a moving house in a van. So that is called as a moving house is called as a caravan. A moving house is called as caravan. And then we have a house on a water. So house on a water where it floats, that is called as houseboat. Where a house constructed in a water. So house which is constructed on a water is called as houseboat. In the area where it covers with snow is called as igloo, and on a moving house is called as a caravan. So many different types of houses we have. And then a house which is made by a canvas, a big material using nails and rope, tying with a rope, that is called as a tent. And when you see a kacha house, the bungalow or the buildings were constructed, they are also constructed in a different style, where the roof style is different. What is a roof, sir? A roof is a part above the house. A topmost part of the house is called as a roof. So when you see a roof may be a flat one or a sloping one. So why is it designed so? A roof can be a flat or a slope, where see in India the climate changes. So according to the climate change, the houses are built. So here when the weather is very hot, we use a top with a flat rooftop. Why? Because we can stay cool from it. And when the weather is fully covered with snow or a heavy rainfall, we see the rooftops are built like a sloping. Why? Why they built so? Here is the reason. What is the reason behind this? When a snow falls, the snow cannot stand upon here. When compared to flat or a slope, flat land, a snow can stop here. When sloping houses are there, the snow slopes down, flows down easily from the rooftop. So where it cannot stop the water or the snow. And when you see a flat top, the pipelines are constructed where the water drains out. So when you construct a flat floors, you must always keep in mind that you have to build a pipe, the drainage pipe, where the water flows down, as it cannot remain on a floor. So this is how the rooftops are different. So next, how do we keep our house, sir? How must we should keep our house? We must always keep our house neat and clean. We should not throw the garbage here and there. What all the snacks you eat, what all the fruits you eat, if you keep the peels there, it remains dirty. And you must always keep your house decorated fully with greenery, where you get fresh air. And always remember, when you construct a house, you must always see that your house has a good ventilation. What is a ventilation? You might be asking me now. So what is a ventilation? Ventilation is something where the fresh air or the heat let in. So from where do we get fresh air or the heat, sir? We get fresh air from windows and doors. So openings must be there. If you see a room fully closed only with walls, what happens when the power cuts? You may feel suffocated. You feel as if though you are going to die. So what do you do when the power cuts? As soon as the power cut, you get up and open your doors. You remove the curtains from the doors and then you open the windows. Why do you do so? Because the fresh in lets in and we can breathe in fresh air. We human beings also need fresh air to live. Am I right? So that is why keep in mind always that when you construct a house, you must always have a good ventilation where you can live happily with all your family, enjoy within your house. So these are all the things that you have to keep it mind. So let us recall what all we have learned today. So before ancient days, who were the people who have survived in our sorry, on the earth there were early men. Early men lived in the house. So where do they live? They used to live in the caves like animals. You have all learnt that. So here we have developed now. The early man's got idea and they have changed and turned into the human beings now. So we are living in the house where we have kacha houses and pakka houses. So kacha houses are the houses built with mud, bamboo and straw, which are not that strong, which are weak. And then we have pakka houses which are built using bricks, cement, iron and wood, which are very strong. And in kacha houses we have bungalow and a multi-storied apartment. So Riya lives in a bungalow and her friend Sachin lives in a flat. And then what have we learned? The house which is built in snow is called as igloo, and moving house is called as caravan, and a house on the water is called as houseboat, and a canvas, the material where the canvas is used to build tent, where it is used in camping, where you go on a camp. So these are all the types of houses. So we must always keep our house neat and clean, fully decorated with all the growing trees and plants and decorated nicely. We also have to clean our house not to be healthy and safe. So these are all the points that you have to keep in your mind. Then let's continue this class in our next class with all the questions. I'll ask you some of the questions on this. So read the lesson once again and keep in mind what all I said. Hope you like the class. Love you all.